Alright, I see the stream. I'm gonna send you guys right over there to RM1. Have fun.
Broadcasting live from the mixed-up world of Hyrule, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament Secondary Edition. Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Bobtastic, and today we have a match between Kova46 and Rilgon. This is a Group I match, and joining me today on commentary is Vascos. Hello Vascos, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's nice to do commentary for this tournament.
Absolutely. Alright, so we have two people who attempted to qualify for the previous tournament here. One of them got pretty close, and the other one maybe not so close, but both of them are, I'm sure, very ready to show what they can do today.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident in that they want to show us that they can do it.
Indeed. What tracker is Kova using? I've never seen that one before.
I think that's like a tracker someone made for, which is like shareable. It's similar to the one that's used for restreaming.
Interesting. Oh, and it looks like we are underway. Both players choosing to start at Link's house and heading out the door. I've seen some people just grab the first chest and then go to Sank there.
Yeah, I usually do exactly what those two are doing right now. Checking Uncle first.
So Rilgon attempting to make a tree pull without having killed any enemies, so that's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, Kova is going for a real tree pull.
Alright, and we've got 20 rupees from the tier 1 tree pull. There's the Moon Pearl right there in the escape.
That's quite early.
Just a piece of heart from the uncle, of course.
Yeah.
So the Moon Pearl, I find that the Moon Pearl has a couple of good uses, especially now that we have the Waterfall Cave, because that allows you to fake flipper into the Waterfall Cave and get the items in there as well.
And it seems that Kova went into Sanctuary, and he only finds a bomb upgrade.
So bomb upgrade in Sanctuary, and we'll be heading out probably toward the Anxiety Cave and the Lost Woods and Kakariko Village, that treasure trove of things.
Yeah. It's just such a huge, small area with very many chests. Ooh, 8 bomb drop. That's pretty good.
Jinx.
And 10 arrows from the crab. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's no bombs, but hey, arrows will do. There's a sword for Aghanim.
Ooh, that would be interesting if that's the first sword.
So the Lumberjack Cave has a sword. It would be very strange. It's still possible, of course, because you can get the cape and get in. Hey, look, silver arrows at the mushroom location. So we're not gonna be hurting for those.
Yeah, Now it doesn't hurt as much if they need to skip the sword at the lumberjack.
Right. Now, of course, you can get the silver arrows early on, and it'll take you forever to find the bow. We all know that's what happens, right?
Yeah, that's what happens every time.
That is in
At least with early silver arrows. And both of the runners moving into Kakariko now. Let's see what the Blind's Hut has for us.
Yep, so Blind's Hut sitting here. 5 chests inside here, of course, and you want to make sure to have some bombs, which is kind of sad for Rilgon right now. He doesn't quite have that.
And
Piece of heart.
Here's
There's a
the first
sword.
sword.
At least you don't have to go to Aghanim to get that done.
Yeah.
Also 300 rupees inside here, which means that if...
Ooh, magic mirror.
Mirror. So if Rilgon doesn't find any bombs, he can at least go buy them to come and get the mirror again.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back and gets it.
Yeah, I hope so too. Would be pretty painful if he doesn't.
Bottle vendor just has a piece of heart. And the book is in Kakariko Well. So we are now literate. And 300 rupees in the backside as well as a bottle. And just some more rupees. So the bottle, of course, giving you access to the sick kid, making your trip to Kakariko Village even more comprehensive.
Yeah. No need to come back a second time if you finally find that bottle.
Yep. So... Alright, so Rilgon went and bought himself some bombs, so he's going to come up here and get the Kakariko Well and eventually go to get his mirror.
Yeah. It's just a tiny bit slower since he didn't have that 8 bomb drop
Right.
at the start.
Yep. That's still a little bit of the RNG in this game that seems to affect one player without affecting the other. Okay, so we got 5 arrow upgrade in the back of the tavern. Not much from Sick Kid. And we'll be heading down to the library and the race game.
Yeah, and after that we'll maybe see some divergence. I've seen some runners go for Eastern right after Kakariko, some go for the South Overworld. It really just depends on what equipment they have, usually.
Just some money in the library, and just some money in the race game. And you expect to see a save and quit here right after looking at the race game.
Yeah.
The only time you wouldn't see that is if you had picked up the shovel at some point. You might head over to the shovel again.
Or you have the flute.
Correct. The flute would also do it.
And it seems that Kova is going for the South Overworld route.
Kind of the
Probably.
standard route, really.
I'm interested to see if he goes for Desert immediately. I am guessing he's not, but it would be a possibility.
Having the mirror is a pretty good thing here because, of course, you can do this all in one trip into the building. You can delete a block and just head to the back after picking up the chest.
And you save 2 transitions on the way.
Yep. You can also do it with a hook shot. It's a little trickier.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
So yeah, there is the just a full heart, but nobody's gonna turn down a full heart right now.
Yeah, it's just so convenient at the start. Like when you're just at 5 hearts, it's one heart more makes a much greater difference than when you're at 10.
Kova very grateful that he has the sword right now. Because otherwise he'd be throwing bombs at these, and he's only got 4 of them.
Yeah, he might have bought more bombs in Kakariko if he didn't get that sword. At least that's what I do usually. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it seems that the nice guy isn't that nice after all, only giving away 2 heart containers.
Yeah. Tonight it's your money and your life. Alright, so Kova's heading over to the east side of Lake Hylia, where he will either fake flipper or head for the Ice Rod Cave.
And looks like fake flippers.
Bring to me.
Yeah, I mean, since he's got the Moon Pearl, he is probably just gonna go for the Waterfall Ferry.
Yeah, fake flipper is a very huge play with the Moon Pearl, and with over 500 rupees.
Yeah. Because
you can go get Zora as well. You'll get a lot of information, and potentially some items. Now this is a sequence break. So the game will not expect you to have these items at the moment, but it could allow you to get a lot of progress that you didn't have before.
And it's just
10 arrows, however, is not going to do that.
Yeah. And
doing the reverse fake flipper, very nice.
Yeah, that's always great to see.
Yeah, it's actually not that hard. I found out it's just a very specific spot you got to stand and jump.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2-pixel horizontal window, and that's it.
Yeah,
not horizontal.
Vertical.
The other one, vertical. Yeah.
Now the pixel is different depending on whether you're jumping or you're using the boots. I learned that.
Yeah. And we'll see
in
what
and
the
out,
Waterfall Ferry has.
And do the Jesus walk. I don't know why the hustle popped into my head when I said that. Do the Jesus walk. I'm done.
Yeah, and seems that he found just 20 rupees and a heart piece, which is not that great.
Just another 20 rupees on the ledge, so at least he's not going to be out something because he doesn't have the flippers. That's still the one spot that you really need the flippers to get to. There's a weird glitch to get there. Yeah.
But that's like a very convoluted setup.
Yeah.
So it's usually not worth it. Unless you can skip Aghanim with it. That's like the only situation where it's worth it, I think.
Alrighty. So, ooh, there we go. There is the gloves, the power glove, in the back of Sahasrula's hut for
that's a good start.
Rilgon. And since the fake flipper trip didn't really get you much, Rilgon's going to be in better shape right now. Rilgon's going to go ahead and head over to Eastern while Kova is cleaning out the escape.
And he finds the powder in the first chest, hoping to find equally good things in the rest of Escape.
I know, is this even open mode? What's up with this sword thing?
Yeah, that pretty much after they changed how swords were distributed, swords got way more frequent in open mode, especially in the early game. Which didn't happen that much before. Where usually when you got a sword early, it meant that Aghanim is required, most likely.
So we've got a B-Torp. bottle B thing over there at in the escape, and Rilgon has the big key for Eastern, and now has the map. So no items there yet. Kova using the pot and slash strategy.
And finds the boots! Ooh, that's a great find.
What are those indeed?
Probably going into Eastern now as well.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
It's pretty fast, especially with boots. Until GB just at the same progression level as Rilgon afterwards.
Eastern is not set up for easy times today.
Yeah.
First 3 chests are all the dungeon items. Just a bomb upgrade in the big chest, and not even going through the dark room.
Yeah, I don't blame it. It's
Peacing out.
okay to skip that. Yeah, Kova not even going for Eastern. But found that glove.
So it looks like Kova and Rilgon will both be heading to the desert. Or not, or yes.
Or not. I can understand, like, if you don't have a fire source, you can't finish the dungeon, but at least you can do...
Okay, Kova finally changed his mind.
For the 3rd time.
Yeah, but I mean, Kova has the boots, so if like the key is on the torch, you can get something there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kova's gonna check bonk rocks.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going for a desert, you can just go ahead and do it right away.
Desert's a pretty quick check, and you can get like Agnes Cave out of the way and that sort of thing, just in case something is there. And
thing is, if you might just be able to go back in later with the mids and the mirror, which is pretty fast.
Right. Kova's also checking the back end of escape, so that we can see these 3 chests down here. Got the Titan's Mitt, a key, and the 5 arrow upgrade. Now, did we find the map in escape?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
If we didn't, then we know that's what's in the dark room, so he's just not going to bother.
Yeah, most likely not. Depends on whether he paid better attention than us. And it seems that Kova is hitting up the dark road now.
Yep, looks like it. There's the desert map.
And we have a red pendant at Meyer, blue pendant at Pod, crystals 5 and 6 at Thieves Town and Ice Palace?
Ice Palace, yeah.
Ooh. That would be interesting. Depending on what we find, we might have a hammer in Ice Palace situation.
Of note, Rilgon found the Ether Medallion in Desert, so that could be important later on for access to, say, Turtle Rock.
For example. Let's see what Kova is up to now. Probably gonna go for Thieves Town afterwards, after clearing out the Village of Outcasts.
Not sure what Rilgon's doing here.
Probably going for the ledge item.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't know if he checked it.
I think he did.
Oh, and the hammer and sea house.
Ooh, wow.
It's very nice.
It's It's gonna be
Good decision
quite a
to check the village of outcasts first before going into Thieves Town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to go into Thieves Town without the hammer if you can help it.
And he's even going for the Hammerpack cave.
Yeah.
Might be interesting to see what's in there. Oh, it's just a hard container.
Full heart. I'm surprised you didn't grab the blacksmith.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if you're gonna go for Pack Cave, you might as well just take the blacksmith as well.
Maybe he did while I wasn't looking. No?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, he's probably going for the digging game now.
Yeah, dig game, then back to the blacksmith, that sort of thing. Because you have to do digging game first, sort of, if you want to take the blacksmith anywhere, or the purple chest, or if you're going to do all that overworld stuff.
Yeah, if you want to do all of that, you need to do the digging game first, since you can't take a follower. Or rather, you can't do the digging game if you have a follower.
Half magic in the digging game. That is quite
Yeah, but
exciting.
no magic item to use it on yet. Except powder, which
Hey,
doesn't do any damage.
Don't underestimate the powder. Powder's the best item. Not close. That's where we got the powder. It was in the escape.
Not really. Ice Rod is the best item. I'm gonna stay to that.
Okay, you can have that opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion. I mean, what?
Yeah, and he can check the powder bed too afterwards, like when you get the smiths and everything. I'm so glad that they removed the screen transition.
Oh yeah.
For the blacksmith, because that would be so annoying to do.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in a like when they did the Wizathon. One of them was based on the US ROM, and so people were like, "What am I gonna do with this?"
Oh, hookshot at powder bed. That's huge.
I mentioned that earlier. You remember that?
Oh yes, you did.
Hookshot at bat.
Yeah, but it wasn't the last item though. So still
True.
A great call though. That's pretty good. And like right at the right time. Like exactly when you want it, because that can reduce the travel time with the purple chest a lot. Not sure if he's gonna go for it though.
Yep.
It doesn't look like it.
It's a little bit finicky, and you have to actually be, skilled with a controller to get it done. All right, so we're going to be checking the Haunted Grove Cave, and it's the blue boomerang, which Kova will disrespect entirely.
How dare he? Not the poor boomerang.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Like, we're still missing major items like the fire rod, lamp, stuff like that, bow. So there's still a lot of room.
Both rods, cane, Samaria, couple of medallions.
Which might not even be required.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of items here that are missing in action. However, they do have a lot of the items that open up areas, and so
yeah,
there's a lot.
Pretty
of
much all of them,
check.
Besides flippers
and flute.
Yeah,
flute opens up my area. So there's
right.
Hype Cave.
Not very hype so far.
Oh, that is like garbage cave. It's like somebody just took all their trash, threw it in a cave, and said, "Here you go."
And
Rilgon's
apparently,
gonna be checking out the big chest
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
in desert. I'm thinking fire source. What do you think?
Might be. I don't know. I
Nope,
don't think
it's just
so.
a compass.
I mean, I think Kova was. No, Kova wasn't in desert, yeah.
No,
Because he
that,
found Mitz.
that was Rilgon's second trip. Now, Kova is going to check what's on the Bombos tablet. He's not going to be able to get it.
No,
Just
just
a
a
little
little
piece.
love.
Good to know, though.
Oh. Wow, this is like the perfect setup to go for desert now.
Mm-hmm. So that, I feel like that's going to save him some time, just because he picked up decided to go at just the right time. Meanwhile,
So it did pay off to change his mind in the end.
Yep. Meanwhile, Rilgon will be heading up to Zora, looks like.
Yeah, but
The old
this way you'll only get one item of the 4 that are up there, which is kind of feels bad sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the flippers are at Zora, so sometimes you just do that. But
Yeah. Damn vanilla flippers. How dare he hold on to them for that long?
now this is not vanilla flippers today, so.
Yeah.
But
at least he has the boots this time.
Yep.
When going here, since
That's
Kova
significantly
didn't.
better. But Kova was walking on water the whole time, so there's also that.
Yeah, the combination of the two would be the fastest. And feel the best.
Yeah, so just a big heart from Zora.
Yeah, he
So
still
what do we
has to
have
find
left?
those mitts in the escape. Yeah, I think there's Death Mountain, but technically
Mountain's,
that's
technically
sequence
lamp locked,
raid.
right?
Yeah.
Lamp or flute locked. There's Thieves Town. Nobody's gone in there yet.
I think you could go into pod if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
You could go into pod, but it's a mullet.
Yeah.
It's business in the front, party in the back, so you're probably just gonna get a bunch of keys.
Yeah.
And also, bow is not a thing yet. You need flippers for swamp. You could go into like the front end of Skull Woods.
Yeah.
You could go into the graveyard cave in the Dark World. I'm just grasping at straws here.
Yeah. We really need to find that lamp.
I mean, we haven't
just go for the sequence break.
We haven't gone to the actual pyramid yet, have we?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that's another thing you need to remember. That cost me like an hour one time.
Yeah, seems like he's going for the sequence break.
Yep. The Old Man Darkroom Cave is pretty simple to navigate. It's especially with a sword, you can tell what's going on. Just a little to the right, then a little bit down, a little bit up, and then out the right-hand side. Go through the door, and then just hold down right until you start hitting the wall, and then hold right until you hit the actual wall, and then down and left and out. This is what you come here for. You come here for great strategy tips from complete scrub lords.
Seems that the old man only has bombs, but the real prize is the rest of the mountain.
We've got hookshot. We've got mitts. we've got, you know, what, 15 items we can look at? 16?
Nah, but there's more. Like there's 7 alone in that one cave.
Yeah. So there's
4
8 in the light.
Hookshot cave.
Well, 8 in the light world plus spectacle rocks plus spectacle rock cave. So that's 10. And then
Plus
there's
4 in Hookshot cave. Plus 2 in the
Super
bunny cave. Yeah,
and then
that's
like
it.
whatever's in
And
Hera.
then there's plus Burner Spike Cave. And
Oh, yeah,
you
Spike
already
Cave.
had found the red cane in here.
Oh ho! That's got to be Kane, I guess. That was my Deckard Kane impression. Does that work?
And I don't know. Did we see what was in Spectral Rod yet? On top, I didn't see that.
Spectacle Rock on top was just a full heart.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So I learned how to do a trick inside that cave where you can jump across after getting the item for the bomb. So you don't have to climb back up this ladder. It saves a little bit of time. It's fun.
Yeah. Probably checking the tablet next.
Oh yeah, Ether Tablet. That's another item that's up there. So many items.
Yeah, he can't get it though.
True.
Just check it, but that's... I mean, I'll take it over not being able to check it at all. Or without the Master Sword.
Increased bomb storage, low price. Womp womp. I was sitting here like, what if it's a sword upgrade?
Yeah, that would be quite funny.
That would make it more likely that they have to go do Aga to get the other sword upgrade. Hey, there's the Ice Rod in Thieves Town.
Nice. The best item.
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with Ice Rod. It's a good item.
Yeah, it's a pretty good weapon. But some weapons are just a bit more effective.
Most people would prefer the Fire Rod on account of it firing a little quicker.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a little harder to line up your shot correctly with the Ice Rod. But when that's all you got, you know, I've done Ice Rod Landmolas before. Yeah, the Ice Rod was late enough into this seed that Turtle Rock can be required, and it is. You know, if the Ice Rod is in like the first 3 chests, Turtle Rock is a pendant. That's the rule.
Yeah. And then you think, well, when Turtle Rock is required, but you didn't find the Ice Rod early, you're always thinking, maybe it is still is in Turtle Rock. Who knows?
Yep, that is always a possibility. It's kind of the nightmare scenario because it's usually the last place you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Unless you just feel like taking a gamble, and sometimes you do. Alright, so we've got... Kova is doing Fighter Sword strats on Moldorm here.
Even though he has
the hammer.
I mean, whichever you feel more comfortable with, it's...
Right. So we
not
have
really that big
unlocked...
of a time gain.
We unlocked super mega fast Moldorm, and he caused some serious problems. Yeah.
Oh,
And
now
it
he's
looks like
going
we're
for
switching
those
to Hammer now.
stats.
Yes. Hammer is, I find it superior because it only takes 3 hits and does not activate super mega fast Trolldorm mode.
Yeah. That's what I'm always afraid of if I have Tempered Sword on Moldorm, that I accidentally poke him, and that unlocks the super mega fast Trolldorm.
Yeah.
Which is pretty scary. Especially on Moldorm 2.
Oh, this was the green pendant. I didn't even notice that. Very nice. So we can go to Sahasrahla and pick up something else.
Yep.
Calling Lamp at Sahasrahla. No, that's not going to work.
No.
Unless you could somehow get the flute before this.
Yep.
Calling Fire Rod at Sahasrahla.
Calling flute at Sahasrahla or flippers. That would be interesting.
Yeah. So heading down into Spiral Cave, just a piece of heart up there on the island.
Yeah, for whichever reason Hookshot doesn't electrocute you.
Yeah, you can swing a metal hookshot at an electric thing, it not hurt you. But if you swing a hammer that's made of wood, it does electrocute you. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me neither. There's something wrong with the physics in this universe.
Well, I mean, everything's all randomized. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, there's a rubberized handle on the hookshot. Mystery solved.
I'm gonna let that slip. But still, it doesn't require. No, the metal handle doesn't change anything. Wood doesn't conduct electricity. And we're coming up on the
Oh, so it's
seven
bronze.
chest cave in here.
Okay, sure. Yep. So we got lots of chests with lots of money. Lots and lots of money.
Just a bit of money. Still not at 300, which you can get. Oh, there we go. You're right. You're right. I
Hey,
didn't
Bombos.
say anything. Oh, that opens up. Yeah, not directly. Like from
Yeah,
a
but
logic
you can
standpoint, they still need the flippers, but it's opened up regardless.
Alright, so it looks like Kova is going to head up to... Oh,
And Rilgon taking a death.
Rogan taking
on
a death on
blind.
the blind. Yeah, blind is a fight. It takes a lot of practice to really get down if you're going to do that at low health.
Yeah, I think he was at full health though. It's just, it just feels bad if you go in with like 7 hearts and still die.
I've gotten to where I take, quite a bit of advantage of sword beams because that's the only fight where they're good.
Yeah, I think there was another.
But we
fight
don't
where they
have
would-
sword beams because we only have fighter sword.
What?
So we had Bombos up on
Oh yeah.
Turtle Rock. I'm not sure where Rilgon is going.
I think he's searching for HP. I hope.
Maybe. I know there's a couple
Or
of
not.
hearts in some pots along the way. He's got the powder, so he could come up here and powder the anti-fairy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but there was another one.
So there's the
in the
Master
room
Sword.
before.
The Master Sword has been found in the Hookshot Cave. And the
And
cape.
the cape. Okay, so we know the
Aghanim
no, that
not
the sword
technically
was not-
required at the moment.
yeah.
Though the
It's
logic
not yeah, the logic does require
to have 3 swords.
at least. Yeah, but the thing is, for again, you will always have everything available. So
Right. And it's very possible we could run across the 3rd sword upgrade at some point. Alright, so there's the blue mail as well.
I don't
I
really
think
know
Rilgon-
why Rilgon went down here again.
I think he thinks you have to go get the...
Wait, what? Why is the maiden here?
I'm confused.
Wait,
I didn't know the maiden came back.
what?
Are we gonna
What?
have blind on blind?
I don't know. What is happening, eh?
This is
I
weird.
didn't know that was possible. This is so weird.
So,
Okay, Okay, apparently you can reset the fight. Or at least I'm hoping that
Yeah.
you're... Okay, yeah, you can reset the fight. Oh, that's interesting.
It's a little bit
Yeah, it's a pretty bad setup.
strange. You really just want to walk back in there, unless you're just, you know, married to the scripted fight, you know?
Yeah.
Looks
I mean,
like
yeah, Rilgon isn't really going
Rilgon
for
will
that
be
anyway.
fine here.
Yeah. Finally, blind is down. Oh, the bow! I was just about to say that. I was hoping for exactly that
Oh,
item there.
nice.
That opens up the opportunity for him to come back.
Yep, so he can go to Eastern, he can go to Pod. You're going to want a lamp.
Mm.
I mean, you don't have to have a lamp, but you want a lamp. Everybody wants to have a lamp. I'm pretty sure that's a song. Everybody wants.
Yeah, I can just settle for a fire source. I don't really need a lamp. Oh yeah, on that note, it's actually a possibility of Fire Rod being an ice palace.
Oh boy.
Oh. So it just got that much more interesting.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Is that what we're doing?
I don't know what's happening in chat anymore.
Yeah, that is a song. If I had a hammer.
Oh, okay.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. And that's all I know of it.
Huh.
I will stop.
So, believing. Okay, I think we can stop singing now. But at least Kova has sword beams, or he could have sword beams on blind. And Rilgon finally finding that hookshot too.
The Cane of Samaria was in the Spectacle Rock Cave.
Yep.
I will warn everyone, I do have the random tendency to bust out into song for no reason. It's genetic.
Oh, so you're Disney or something?
Something like that.
Ooh, that's interesting. I don't even know if that's faster to bump into the tree there.
Maybe. Do I take requests? Not in the middle of commentary. If there is a Simon and Garfunkel song that's called for, I will do it. Like Sound of Silence would be okay if somebody had a very, very bad time.
Yeah. And both of the runners disregarding the boomerang, I'm disappointed.
I guess it would be appropriate for dark rooms.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting. But I think the only dark room that's really appropriate for that is is the one in Meyer, because that really feels bad, that dark room.
Yeah. That one is pretty difficult. Really the hard part of that one is the
Switch.
just getting the block on the silly switch.
Yeah, and that's only because switches are silly. It's not
Yeah.
even about the room being dark, it's about switches being silly and Mario being silly as well. So It's just really frustrating to get that.
Yep, so no fire sources all around right now. It's kind of a... I mean, with the minor exception of Bombos,
Yeah.
that's a fire source in some sense of the word.
You can kill freezers with it.
Yep. And of course you can break into Cold Stare's shell.
Yeah. It seems that both our runners seem to have their problems with blind, but since Kova had a lot more equipment, he's way better off with that fight.
Yeah, Kova has lots of hearts and is going to put them to good use. He's got the bow now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him head for, say, Palace of Darkness.
Eastern, maybe? Yeah, but, I mean, technically he still needs the lamp.
Right.
Which is...
I've seen the lamp in pod, though, so...
Yeah, me too. It's possible to... I think it was in the charter room, like beside the big chest.
Now, we know that the lamp will not be in Eastern.
Yeah.
Because we've seen
At least we know that.
All the non-dark chests. So at the moment, he's heading up to Skull Woods. Probably going to check the first part of it, because this is version 26. And,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really feel that bad to check Skull Woods, especially if you have the red cane, because it makes it so much easier to get that. The key chest.
It's a flute! It's a flute! We are swagging some ducks over here.
Oh yeah. I think we might need to go for that swag duck anthem.
Oh, the swag duck anthem? Ooh.
I mean, this race is in DT's group, so...
Yeah, DT is watching. He could tell us if he agrees.
And flippers! Oh my god.
What? Someone just said, okay, let's just put all the items in Skullwood. Sure.
Yeah. And that's like all the items out of Skullwoods already, so he doesn't even really need to go back.
Yeah, exactly. Like we said, this is V6, or V26, so go to Skullwoods.
Yeah, and go to Ice Palace.
Oh, Ice Palace. Let me tell you.
I don't know which one I would go for first in this scenario. Like, either Ice Palace or Swamp.
Ooh.
Since pretty much, if you're confident in your dark rooms, then we don't need any more medallions. He only needs Fire Rod. So.
Yep. Alright, so we'll be checking the Graveyard Cave here, as well as the Catfish. Lamp and Mimic Cave. Not entirely certain that's possible.
Yes, it's possible. The only chests where it's not possible inside G-Rock are
it can't be the Laser Bridge one.
Laser Bridge
everything
and
else.
The boss.
Yeah.
That's the only 5 locations which can't have the lamp in G-Rock.
Lamp and Mimic Cave would be pretty much Garbo. And now, because we found the flute, we know that trip to Dark World to Death Mountain was not actually a sequence break.
Oh yeah. So we can find the lamp pretty much anywhere now.
Yep. About the only places we can't are Laser Bridge, Helmasaur, Trinex, Armos, the big key in Eastern,
the maze and pod.
Yeah, the maze.
Pretty much everything behind.
Also the rupee room in pod.
Yeah.
Why would we be panicking? I'm confused.
And no lamp here. Probably going for the flute activation now. Probably gonna check the Maya area right after.
So, heading into Palace of Darkness, my old friend. I've come to explore you again. Okay, I'm done.
And here's the Swagtech anthem. And
what
unfortunately,
is it?
I don't know the lyrics, so I can't really sing it.
I am the quacking duck, flying you to and fro. I have silly web feet, look at me go. Fire mountain or lake, flying you at your will. I do not charge a fee, but I still have a bill. That's DT's one.
No, DT actually has multiple ones.
That's DT's first one.
Yeah.
The second one is puns on the rhyming with the word duck. And then the third one had to do with tear, and that it's just mean.
Yeah. Yeah, Rilgon just going for a pretty weird route instead of Palace of Darkness. And it seems that Kova is going for a swamp now, which is most likely the right place since there's the most chests compared to everything else he could do instead. Would be interesting if Lamp ends up in pod,
Mm-hmm.
because that would probably force Kova to go in there.
Yep.
Which I'm not sure of.
So here is Swamp Palace. Not finding much there in Swamp Palace. Now we're heading up to the big key chest in Pod. See what we have here. Just 20 rupees. Did he not get the chest in that room where you fall down?
I'm very confused at what he's doing. I don't think he got the chest where you fall down.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
Like
if
he
opened
went
it,
down to that room,
Yeah,
so
if he
I hope
opened
he did.
if he opened it, you would see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he realized it. There we go. Yeah, just another key, but you need a bunch of keys for Palace of Darkness so that you can get to the party in the back.
Yeah, and for some weird reason he's not using the mirror in here, even though it can cut down travel time by a lot.
Yeah, that's true. It's quite a bit of travel time in Palace of Darkness. I've heard a lot of people describe this as sort of the tutorial for the mirror. Like nothing in the game ever tells you that the mirror takes you out of dungeons, but this dungeon basically tells you should use the mirror by existing.
Yeah.
Oh, the old man says that? Okay.
Yeah, I think he does.
Alright. I think this ought to be
Okay, that's the last chest that could have the lamp, and it
no
doesn't
lamp
have it.
here. And looks like Rilgon is just not having anything to do with dark rooms, which makes sense.
I can understand.
And taking a death, that might be intentional or not.
I mean, you could just go for a 7 quid, which is basically the same.
Yep.
I mean, you end up at the same amount of health regardless whether you die or 7 quits, so that would be the only reason I would see to take a death there.
Very true. Looks like... Are we going to be heading to Ice Rod Cave?
Possibly. I don't know if we've seen it so far.
Yeah, I don't think...
Oh
we've
yeah,
seen
we
Ice Rod
actually
Cave.
haven't.
Yeah.
And the mushroom inside of swamp,
Wow.
which could hold the...
Mushroom to fire rod. Here we go.
or lamp. Well, yeah, I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen Ice Rod Cave yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
it's
a heart,
heart.
sadly. So now... Rilgon is a little confused, it looks like. Whereas Kova will be heading into the back end of Swamp Palace.
Where was the flute again?
The flute was in
think
Skull
it was
Woods.
Skull Woods, yeah, that's where it was. Oh,
Skull Woods had the
I hope
flute
he's
and
going
the
for
flipper.
that eventually.
It was a amazing little deal. Have we seen King's Tomb yet?
Yeah, I think Rilgon went for it, but I don't remember what was in it. So, but I'm
Rilgon's just now
assuming it
going for
wasn't
Bonk Rocks.
wasn't something good.
So let's see. Kova just found the big key and is heading back up to the big key through the staircase that has problems.
Yeah, it's just a stupid glitch sometimes.
I don't exactly know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't really know how it happens, but I think you can avoid it by key dashing into it. But and a specific input afterwards, but it's pretty hard to set up and basically not worth it.
So just the map in the big chest. Oh, he's in Skull Woods. He found the flippers. And there's the quack.
Yep. So we're literally only missing Fire Rod if he's comfortable with his dark rooms.
Alright, so we're on to Argus here. Now, it looks like to me that Rilgon did not go down the left side
Yeah,
hole.
unfortunately he didn't.
So he's got to get that flute.
I hope he does. Because
The flute will give him the cue to go to Death Mountain.
Yep, hopefully. So... probably just gonna check that thing first here.
We could also check like all the chests in the mire area, like the two chests in the hut, and also the checkerboard.
Oh yeah, we haven't checked that yet.
Oh, Rilgon having issues with the statue.
And I was right.
They're dumb.
At lamp.
Wow. Wow.
Both our predictions were right.
Lamp and Swamp at Argus. This is like... Somebody ought to get us for witchcraft. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I think we need to be burned. Hmm.
Yeah, so the logic says go get the flippers and the flute.
Yep.
And then go get the lamp. So now
Oh,
we
we
will
just
be heading...
burned for the singing, not for the witchcraft.
Hey,
It's bad.
hey,
And that's not nice.
hey. What's wrong with my voice? I'm messing with you.
Oh.
So just bombs at Hazarla for the green pendant. So none of that shenanigans with fire rod.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, Rilgon.
Oh.
Heading into the key room. Getting bodied by the Gibdos there.
Yeah.
Gibdos.
So, where could the fire rod be now? It could be somewhere in Prod, could be in Ice Palace,
I mean, could be here in
could be
Eastern.
on Armos or in the big key chest.
Yep. All sorts of places to look. How about pedestal? I mean,
I don't
just
know.
throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's possible. Oh, dang.
All right, he got the
Oh,
flute.
finally. Oof.
All right, he should know that he has all the items here now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe we have had a pedestal check. We might get one pretty soon.
Yeah.
Nope. Rilgon not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Okay, I didn't quite see what was wrong with the setup there. Probably just threw
yeah.
it not low enough.
Didn't go low enough, so they didn't
Yeah.
spawn. Yeah, a lot of people think that has to do with, just how fast you do it. You can do that super slow and still get it every time. It has to do with your positioning in the room.
Yeah, it's just about how the enemies are spawned in that room.
Yep.
I don't think it's possible in any other room, because
Pretty
it's
much.
the only room where enemies appear out of nowhere.
Technically, it happens in the torch room in Misery Mire, because the Wizrobes spawn in the same pattern, and so some of them won't spawn if they're on top of certain things. But yeah,
interesting. And just that's what you get for disregarding the blue boomerang or red boomerang.
Disregard boomerangs, acquire bows.
So going up towards Armors now. It should be just pretty trivial fight with silver arrows.
Oh yeah, Silver Arrow Armos. It feels good. It really does. It's kind of a catharsis. It's just like, how much can we wreck face in one sitting?
Yeah, I'm hoping that Rilgon decides to go for Death Mountain soon, because there's pretty much everything that he needs right now.
Very much.
Like both the cane, another sword, bombos for Ice Palace, if that's needed, which we don't know yet. Oh, and the fire rod on
The fire
Armor.
rod at Armos!
Oh, and now we're in go mode. Nice. Yep.
Yeah. You are not wrong. That is entirely it.
So there's only a few dungeons left to finish, and after that, it's over.
Well, I mean, we don't have the bug net yet. That's important, right?
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
for some value of the word important. So
Yeah, I think they would like a better sword, but I mean, if there's a sword in the lumberjack cave, you gotta settle for it at some point, because there's only one more sword you can find.
so Kova's taking care of.
Oh, at least Rilgon is finding the lamp now, which is pretty good.
Yep.
On his side.
Kova's going to start cleaning up all the other dungeons, starting with Ice Palace, which is always a great one to do in Go mode.
Yep.
Yeah, if someone's not comfortable with Master Sword Ganon, they might consider doing Aghanim, but I don't think so.
I mean, you could just decide to do it right before the fight.
Yeah,
But I mean, at that point, you might as well take the time save you get for having Tempered Sword.
mhm. So this is a fun little trick with the. Oh, you didn't quite get it. With the
Yeah, it's-
Stalfos and the bombs.
Yeah, I think right when they spawn, it doesn't matter in which state they're in, as long as one of them is inside the hittable state by bomb.
Right. It's a very.
You can kill both.
It's very strange. But the trick
Yeah,
is.
similar to the one in Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
With the
The trick is you go up, you grab the pot, and then you go past the pot, then as you're going back down, you drop the bomb where the pot was. Then you go down, grab the other pot, and toss it at the one when he hits the ground, knock him upward. You get both of them killed in one shot. It's really cool.
yeah. All with one bomb.
Otherwise, it takes significantly longer. This has been a pretty cooperative seed for V26. I could certainly say that.
Yeah, it's a bit easier if you do have that lamp, darkroom knowledge, since Kova could get the Samaria and stuff, the stuff on Death Mountain a lot earlier.
But I mean, with the flute, that can be accessed now by Rilgon as well.
Yeah, and after this dungeon, he has the lamp too, so he has both ways of getting up to Death Mountain.
Ooh, for a second there, I thought Rilgon was gonna.
Ooh, that was close.
Yes, everybody in the rando community has Stockholm syndrome for rando.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so there down goes Cold Stare. Back here in the Cold Stare Creamery. Hey, someone with Stockholm Syndrome very much enjoys being who they're with. They're just delusional.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Mafula and Landmolus, and after that T-Rock, and then it's off to GT for Kova. So should be pretty fast.
Indeed.
And in the meantime, Rilgon will find his lamp and hopefully go up to Death Mountain.
So if I recall, there was still one item in Desert, so Landmolus will have something. If that turns out to be the 4th sword, then that would be even better.
Yeah, and that would be quite interesting.
That's basically the only thing that Kova could find that would make things easier on him at this point.
Yeah. Since he has everything else. And we know where the 3rd sword is.
To be fair, I've also drowned the flute, Zerta.
What? How did you drown the flute?
No, I'm kidding.
I haven't gotten a soggy flute yet. Like when it's at the dam.
Yeah.
Like, well,
I've seen the soggy flute. Yeah. Good.
can happen.
So Landmolus, if you can nail the head with a silver arrow, they will die immediately, but it's a little tricky. Fire Rod is much faster and a little easier to hit them with.
Yeah, one cycle after switching to Fire Rod. And there's the shovel!
The shovel!
That's what you don't like to see.
So the last sword upgrade in the shovel location? Boy hides weapon again.
And Rilgon going for the
Whoops.
big chest too, right after finding it, but takes another route to avoid the evil staircase.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's just a map.
But he'll find his lamp soon enough.
Quack.
So I guess if Rilgon finds that lamp, he might go to Eastern. Maybe. We'll see. And finish off the Almos Knights.
Mm-hmm. So at least Rilgon is about to pick up his lamp, and then he'll be a lot more comfortable with all these other things.
All the dark rooms being lit up. Oh, and he hasn't even found half magic yet. I just realized.
Wow.
There was that digging
game. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess he grabbed the purple
That's
chest and
Yeah.
digging game as he was going down.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't forget that, because it makes it way easier, but he's probably not gonna check that much more overworld after Death Mountain.
He's doing a nice job switching back and forth between the hookshot and the hammer here. on Argus, though. Meanwhile, Kova is taking care of Mothula.
Yeah. I really suggest practicing Mothula and 5 Hearts Master Sword, because it's just so good practice. Like, if you can do that consistently, you'll never die to Mothula again. Unless you get like a super bad pattern.
Yeah, I'm probably too old to pull that one off. My eyes don't react that quickly. Alright, so both players getting a crystal simultaneously. We're gonna get a pedestal check? Nah. It'd be funny, but there's no reason. You're in a race. Although this is the secondary tournament, so it's a little more casual. You do want to still play to win. What, you don't push buttons with your eyes?
I always do that. Sometimes with my mouth too. Yep. Probably just gonna head up into Chodrock, skip through the dungeon, and then we'll be off to GT.
Yep.
This is a pretty fast seat, actually. Bit surprised.
I mean, we'll probably have a time right around 1:30 or 1:35-ish.
Yeah.
Depending on how fast we get through GT and Turtle Rock.
Rilgon on the other side, just finishing up Desert.
Yep. I imagine he'll finish
and
up
he's gonna
Eastern
find the
soon,
flute,
too.
and not the flute, but the shovel, which might diverge him from the right path. I'm really surprised that he didn't go up Death Mountain yet. It's...
Yeah, sometimes you forget that the flute will get you up Death Mountain.
Yeah, but he has both things now to get
He
up
does.
there. Probably just trying to prioritize dungeons right now.
And maybe trying to avoid multiple trips up Death Mountain if that happens.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So there's the big key and a small key for Turtle Rock.
Those jellies are jerks sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Often it's better to just let them hit you than to try to slash them.
Yeah, because you won't get off the platform unless you get hit by the lightning.
Having the Master Sword for the pokey is not fun either. You
Yeah,
can't do the
I
whole
usually
one-
just take the fire rod because it's just so much easier.
Ooh, getting bodied by the chain chomp there. I wonder what the official name of those is in this game.
I don't know actually. Oh, and Cane of
Cane
Burnout.
Brian. I'll go tell my brother we found his cane. The official name is Chain Chomps? Cool.
I wonder why we call it the chain jump room. I think in the Mario series they had a name, but I don't quite remember what it was.
Well, they're called chain chomps in the Mario series.
No, I mean a
the-
real name.
Well, the Japanese name is like Wanwan or something, because it's a dog, supposedly. Yeah, I mean there are pictures of Mario on the wall in this game.
What? Where?
In a couple houses in Kakariko Village.
Interesting.
Yeah, one of them you can
I
pull
didn't
like
know
a
that.
tree.
That's interesting. I like it.
Yeah, and yeah, Bow Wow is like a chain chomp in LADX, and Wanwan means Bow Wow in Japanese. So there you go. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. All right, so Kova's made his way onto the ledge.
Yeah, and Rilgon got punished for disregarding the boomerang too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But he's gonna pick up the fire rod here in a second.
Yeah. Probably just gonna go for
I mean,
Skulls right
yeah.
afterwards.
he'd go to Skull, then probably Ice. And then he'll go up to Death Mountain.
Yeah, which is... I just feel so bad. I really hope he's not going for Meyer before Death Mountain,
Oh, that would
because
be
that would be a pretty
that
hefty
would be
time
a-
loss.
travesty. Yep, for those of you who didn't know, there is a full magic refill on the right side of the dark room here in Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that until pretty recently. That one's pretty good though.
Hey,
Especially
you know,
if you're going for the laser bridge with either the Cane of Brian or the Cape.
you know where else there's a full magic refill? In the torch room in Ganon's Tower. On the east side. On the right side.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know of that one.
I did not.
Oh yeah. You usually can spot like 2 or 3 tries with that in total.
Alright, so heading into Trinex. Getting the fire rod out. Oh, he's gone to Death Mountain!
Yes!
Rilgon has gone to Death Mountain, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, finally.
And then he flew away. Because the
No!
dead rock trolled him. But then he flew right back.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have a heart
My
attack.
heart.
You're like, don't troll me like that, I have a heart condition.
Oh, what? Why didn't that freeze the?
It was just before it unfroze.
Oh, okay, I guess.
So it did deal damage, it just didn't freeze it. And see, this is why the ice rod frustrates people, because it's so finicky. Alright. So, the 2 heads are down. He's got 6 hearts to deal with Trinex. Hopefully he won't take that much damage.
Yeah, probably won't. Oh, even got the double
Nice.
hit there. And I think it's 1 more hit. Okay, it's 2.
Ooh.
Nice.
There we go. Alright, so that's 7 crystals for Kova, and he will be heading over to Ganon's tower.
Yep. And Rilgon about to hit go mode up here. I think. Oh wait, did he not go? Did he not check?
Is he
Did
just
not
going
check
straight
Spectre
for
Rock?
T-Rock?
I think he's going straight for T-Rock. Yeah.
He doesn't have the cane.
And he doesn't have bombos either.
Oh
Well,
my.
at least he'll find bombos like right beside it.
Yeah. Bombos is pretty... Bombos was in
And
7 chest
finally find a second sword.
Yep. So this will be his sword coming up.
Yeah, and now chat. I see all of you are already guessing for
got the
the
numbers.
wiki location, so everyone who wants to join in on that, go ahead, pick a number between 1 and 21, and that's the amount of chests where you can find that big key.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with 14 on account of my namesake Bob. There.
I'm gonna guess 7, so it would be in the random room, I think. Yeah, random room. If you went for
So Rilgon
left side first.
took a death there on Death Mountain, and never
Yeah, and
rescued
he
the old
didn't-
man.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a quick way back up there, you know, other than the flute.
Yeah.
So it looks like Kova's going right side first.
Yep.
You know, minus tile room.
Yep. We'll see. Maybe it pays off. Maybe it doesn't.
So Bob's chest is no longer 14.
Would be.
It would be 7, wouldn't it? If he goes on to ice
yeah,
armor.
if he goes right after, it's 7. Yeah.
So what we could say is, if it's Bob's chest, we're both right.
Nope. He's not going for ice armors right now.
Okay.
Okay, so the next chest.
Well, the next chest
Oh.
is the torch.
No.
And Bob is gone.
Poor Bob.
He's gonna die now.
Yeah. I mean, we were already getting incinerated for the singing, so.
Oh yeah. Straight roasted.
And there's the big key.
There we go.
Oh,
It would have
What
been
would have
number
been-
7.
it would have been number 7, man. Oh, I feel denied.
Unfortunately, I'm the wrong kind of doctor.
Yeah, I'm no kind of doctor, so at least you have that ahead of me.
Which doctor? This doctor. Sorry.
I told the witch doctor where I was in a few. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. And now Kova's heading up for the gauntlet, finishing up GT.
Meanwhile, Rilgon is gonna get the Bombos medallion here.
Yup.
Slashing at the chest.
Yeah, Rilgon doesn't have the cane yet.
Yeah, he's
So-
gonna need to go to that Spectacle Rock cave.
Yep.
ASAP. He might be doing it because he's fluting.
I hope he does.
Oh no, he's fluting over to
No.
3. He's heading to Skull Woods, it looks like.
Wait, what? He didn't pick it up? Oh no.
How does that even work? Wait,
I don't know.
wait. He just flew over to
Yeah, he wanted to get some
potions.
potions.
He doesn't-
Probably a bit afraid of Mothula. Even though he has quite some defenses.
yeah, but Master Sword makes it a little more iffy.
Yeah. And Kova getting trolled by the Beamos. They're just pushing him around on the ice. Yeah, the ice physics are pretty weird in this game. Like, you can immediately turn around if you slash the sword in another direction than you were moving,
Mm-hmm.
and that just accelerates you to pretty high speeds.
Yep. A lot of times you'll make use of that in the ice room there in
Ice Palace.
Ice Palace with the fire bar and everything. Though I've found it very hard to get into that silly staircase when I don't have the boots.
Yeah, that staircase is evil. We're
Yeah,
coming
one
up
of the
on
male
this
upgrades
one.
was in Super Bunny, I believe.
Oh yeah, the other one was on Graveyard Ledge. Oh man. Rilgon is skipping so many chests he shouldn't be skipping.
Well,
Or so many locations rather.
in Skull Woods, there's no reason for him to, because he knows
Yeah,
he
no,
has all
no.
of those items.
No, he does have to take the chest because he used
Oh,
all of his keys,
Needs
I
a
think.
key. Ah,
Yep. And I think Mothula might have a key. I don't think it can have a key though, so not sure how that happened.
yeah, maybe he doesn't know about the key under the pot.
And no, he took that key to get into the room with a guaranteed key on the right. Yeah, and compared to Kova, he unfortunately doesn't have that half magic.
So Kova's checking a few chests as he goes up Ganon's tower here, because you know, a little tempered sword never hurt nobody, except for maybe the cheat. There's the fourth bottle
Yeah, I think he's stacked out on potions now.
with red goo in it. All right, and he's got his hook shot ready to go. So when Moldorm goes down, he will be able to go right across. So two.
Or not.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Ha!
And it's over.
There we go. And just bombs in the validation chest. Moldorm goes down on Rilgon's side. Very nice.
Yeah, pretty good Mothula fight.
Yeah, Mothula. Words. I know how to words.
What are words?
This is what happens when you get a PhD. You forget how to words.
Yeah, because you do everything in Word. Aha. Oh, a double. Nice double.
Word is for chumps, LaTeX. Okay, I'm done.
And another double. Oh, and the third double.
Nice!
Oh, nice.
The triple double. You'd be happy about that in basketball.
You would be happy about that in darts too.
Oh yeah.
Depending on which number it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, depending on how close you're getting to 501, but yeah, that's beside the point. I don't know what your number is right now, but... Alright, so we've got Master Sword Ganon fight. This is a pretty technical fight. You've got to make sure to hit him with spin attacks, because no other hit with this sword will do damage to Ganon. You're going to need, 12 spin attacks for each?
Yeah, 12 spin attacks in the first two phases, for both phases in the from the first two, and 24 spin attacks if you are doing it silverless. But he does have the silvers. So.
Luckily, we found the silver arrows very early on in this, so that's not a concern.
Yeah.
Master Sword Toothless is the worst.
Yep.
So he's about to make use of the cape strats to get a little bit of a few extra shots on Ganon here during his second phase.
Yep.
Because the fire bats are mean. I believe the technical term is mean.
Yes.
I think they created a movie all about it. It's called Mean Bats.
I haven't heard of that movie. Sounds good though.
Yeah, it's I like a triple double when I go to Burger King. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good too. I mean, you would like a double triple in this game too, so.
Yeah. Double,
and in darts
sure.
as well.
That 638 sounds about right. Depending on where you are.
Finally in the third phase.
Yep. So he's burned through a couple of potions doing this. He also has a fairy backup in case something goes horribly wrong. I think we should be good. Not gonna say for sure. And that will take care of phase 3. So, coming down trying to get the torch glitch, and succeeds. Ooh, if you set this up, you could get a real good run at it, but just the one. Just a single arrow there. This should be a double. Oh.
Or a 0.
Sadly. This will just be, well, I guess it won't be anything. This will just be 1.
Yep.
Because once he's on the edge, you can't hit him. This might be a double.
Nah. Yeah.
Yes!
Nice!
Pulled it off. And that's gonna do it.
Yep.
Kova has finished with a first place time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 57 seconds.
GG.
Wow, very nice. Improved their personal best by 27 minutes and 11 seconds. Everybody.
Yeah.
That is quite the run.
Yeah, Rilgon trying his hardest on Cold Stare right now. Oh no! Unfortunately, taking a death there.
Oh, death to cold stare is never fun.
The next run will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so in about 3 hours, I think. So.
Yep. Got a run at 5. We've got another one at 6. Those happening on Randomizer 3, Mania 3, and 4.
Yep.
It was a very, very good seed. So we can see if Kova wants to come in for an interview. Seem to have a little bit of time on our hands here. There are so many Randomizer Mania channels. Because we have a bunch of rando to happen. We got Link to the Past rando everywhere. We've also got Final Fantasy randomizer. We've got I think Dragon Warrior randomizer is done, but there's more. There's some Super Metroid randomizer that I assume will happen at some point. That's probably mostly on speed gaming, but there's a lot. Okay, so Kova's in the waiting room. If we could bring him on in. Hey, Kova, GG.
Hey, is there any feedback? I've got speakers on right now.
Sounds pretty good to me. There's a minor amount of noise in the background, but that's about it.
Okay. How's it going? It was a fun race.
Yeah, looked like the seed was pretty good to you.
It was really kind at the beginning. I regret some of the overworld exploration, like up in Death Mountain, but all in all, it was good.
Right. You know, actually, the Death Mountain exploration you did there turned out to not really be a sequence break, because you could have gotten that flute.
Where was Flute
And
again?
And
it was in Skull Woods.
Oh, yeah. The one thing I wanted to do, but I didn't want to go in and die, was Thieves Town, and that would have opened up a lot.
Right.
So it was Thieves Town, and then you got the bow and the fire rod, and then could have completed Skull Woods and went up there, so...
Yeah. Well, it was good that you didn't go into Thieves Town immediately when you got there, because right next door was the hammer, right?
Oh, yeah, and C-shaped cut. That was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so round 2 for Rilgon on Cold Stare.
hoping to do better this time.
Has he found the Tempered Sword upgrade?
I mean, both of you found it. It's in the Lumberjack Cave, right?
Well, the other one.
No, he hasn't,
Yeah, no.
fortunately.
Yeah, I kept looking and hoping, but that was the first time I did Master Sword Cannon, so
Yeah.
all in all, it went pretty
Good.
well.
I mean, I couldn't tell that it was your first time doing Master Sword Ganon, so
Yeah,
there you go.
well, it was pretty good on that one.
The fire bats were scaring me.
Yeah, Karate Ninja Hippo, there is in fact a schedule. There it is. So, yeah, we've got a lot of rando coming up here. So that was a really good run, Kova, and congratulations on the PB. Like the massive PB.
I'll have to admit, I do a lot of my races offline,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but I'm trying to get into it more on IRC, and on Speedruns
Yeah,
Live.
I'm too shy to practice with other people. So yeah, I get that. Oh man. So
Yeah, unfortunately, Rilgon hasn't gotten the cane yet, even though he's been up Death Mountain.
yeah, true.
I think he might get it now.
Well,
not.
I don't know. He's heading east.
I think he's going up into Turtle Rock now.
Yeah.
Because he seemed to have forgotten that you need the cane.
Yep. He'll figure it out. Just as soon as he gets in the door.
Hopefully he goes up there and turns left.
Yep.
As soon as he realizes.
Or he just like pulls out the miraculous hover all of a sudden. Seems like the best idea.
Yeah,
boy.
unfortunately you can't hover the torch room though.
Oh, really?
Oh yes you could, but you can't use the fire rod at the right places.
Right. Of course.
So there's not
You
really
only
much
have
to
one
gain.
frame and you can't...
Exactly.
And you need that torch room to get that big key.
Yep.
So there's the blue mail upgrade for Rilgon. So 21 bonk count. It's a pretty good bonk count up there. Good,
Thank you.
Good item menu time too. For the seed.
And no deaths.
No deaths. Pretty good. Whoops.
Yeah. So thanks for the interview. If you wanna head out, you can go ahead and do that.
Sure thing.
Alright, have a good day, guys.
I'll be right back.
You too. So I do hope that he finds out pretty quickly that he does need that cane.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yes. So we will be finishing off. Rilgon should be finishing off pretty soon. He still needs to get that cane. He might be heading that direction. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like might be happening.
What?
Well, yes.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Finally.
Hooray.
Just get that cane, finish up T-Rock.
Yeah, it's quite a treasure there.
This is go mode for Rilgon.
It is. It is in fact go mode.
Except if he doesn't want to do Master Sword Cannon.
Right. You know, some people might be tempted in this situation to actually go do Aga 1. Just to get it done.
Yep. I can't blame them.
Indeed. Right, so he's going to be heading over to Turtle Rock. Looks like. since he's here.
I mean, that's the only thing he needs to do before GT.
Did he actually?
Does have those 3.
Did he actually complete Cold Stare, or
Hey,
die again?
yes, he did. Yes,
Okay.
he did.
Because on his tracker it's not marked. On our tracker I'm sure it is, but I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, he did finish it up. He almost died again. So.
Alright, good. So Turtle Rock will be his last crystal. Be heading back over to Gan's Tower and should finish off with a pretty respectable time, I would say.
Yeah. Will most likely be something around 2 hours.
Yeah. I'd probably guess about 2:10-ish.
We'll see. It really depends on whether he's going for tempered. Like by either looking or doing Aghanim.
Right. Alright. Clears up the torch room pretty quickly, and now we're heading into the spike roller room. Nice little hookshot dodge there. You learn early on that the hookshot can let you dodge quite a few things. It's useful.
Yeah, I think you're immune to damage whenever you do it.
It's useful for that room where the hookshots are, or where you've got the spike logs. It's useful for it's actually useful for the dark room here where you've got the fire bars. Like if you happen to go at the wrong time and don't have enough health to survive, you can use a hookshot to get through them. Excellent use of the fire rod there.
Yeah, that's what I would have done too.
And then of course you can use the hookshot to avoid Ganon's fire bats, which are probably the best use of that. Having a bit of trouble with this crystal switch here. Alright.
And takes a death.
Just the biggest beats from the chain chomp. No, there was the player on the left has finished already, so we are waiting on the second player to
Finish up.
here. Alright, nice safe trip through the chain chomp room this time. Picks up that cane of Brian. Hey, Kova. GG again.
Yep.
And, yeah, heading into the other room with the pokey. Gonna pick up another key here. Don't imagine he'll go through this door, but he might. Looks like he did. Possibly on accident.
I think that was an accident. Didn't seem intentional.
Didn't pick up a key to go with it either, so...
Yeah, I think that means he's probably gonna have to do a laser bridge, because I don't quite remember if there was a key in the big chest.
There was not. There was a compass. I remember looking at that. So I always look at the big chest in Turtle Rock because you don't want to have to come back and get it.
Yep. Just use the fire rod, yes.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to just forfeit after a loss here.
Yeah, because the time that you need to finish after your opponent is what's gonna get you seeded into
Right.
the bracket stage afterwards.
And 6 hours is the time you get if you forfeit, so...
That's quite a lot more than the probable 2 hours here.
Yeah, Fire Rod strats there. Pretty good.
Yeah, Kova didn't do them. Oh, apparently Rilgon doesn't know that you can dash into that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not readily apparent that you can, so
Yeah, and
unless
it's
you've
not-
seen somebody do that.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have the same graphics that the other bonkable cracks in the wall have.
Yeah, I mean, this game's code isn't held together with duct tape or anything.
No, not at all.
Ooh, taking a little bit of a roundabout way, but getting to that switch. Yeah, I think there's a slight darker edge around the edge or something, but it's very hard to notice. Alright, so we're heading into the bridge room. I feel like he's probably going to just go to the exit and make a hole, but I could be wrong. No, he's going to use Kane O'Brien strats.
Oh, and he found that bug net.
Oh,
Finally.
that's the important one. Ooh. Gets kind of Shrek there. Alright, so we're making the hole now.
Yep.
Because in case you die, you come back here, and that's pretty good. He could go get himself some fairies and bottles if he wanted to.
I think he's got some bottles with potions actually, so
Yeah, I was just saying,
really
hey, got a
for
bug
that.
net now. And, whoop,
And there's the key. Nice.
nice.
So no need to check the other two.
Did
No,
Kova check the other two?
nope, he didn't.
There might be
I
a
mean, he
sword
might
upgrade in
have
there.
for
It would be nice to know where that other sword upgrade is.
Yep.
So much red meringue. Alright, so we've got Trinex fight coming up.
Yep. Again,
Yep.
just with the Master Sword, which is quite
got-
scary.
Potions, so he should be okay. Magic wise.
Oh no.
Oh, 2 hearts though. Hope he pays attention to his health. There we go. Alright.
I'm surprised that the Ice Head hasn't.
Yeah,
frozen
somehow
the-
we don't have
ground
ice
yet.
vomit everywhere yet.
Yeah, how?
Maybe it's called Giant Luck Sack. Down to 2 hearts again, but both heads down. Does he have more potions? Oh, that's unfortunate. And during that very first part of the fight, only the head is vulnerable.
Yep.
It's very strange. And then the middle.
For whichever reason. And only one more hit left. There we go.
Nice!
Phoenix down.
Well done. Moving on to Ganon's Tower.
Sure hoping he does left side first. So doesn't need to hassle with the right side.
Alrighty. Yeah, so maybe it will be 7 this time.
Yep.
I mean,
Zertanol, you're cheating!
yep. There's a randomizer Mania 4. There's going to be a race later tonight, later this afternoon. I think I'm commentating that race, so.
Yep, there are like 2 matches coming up, I think. Yeah, one at 5 PM, one at 6 PM Eastern time.
I think there's also one at 7.
No, those don't get restreamed, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's another 2 at 8 PM at Randomizer Mania 2 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then the
And
last
mine
one
at 12:30
Oh yeah,
in the morning.
and another one at 9:30 PM, right before that.
So much rando. Well, there we go. Number 7.
Yup. No, I don't think he went to the right. So.
Yep.
So it's.
Oh, so it'd be
technically
5.
just number 5.
Aw, sad day.
Too bad, Zertanol. Even with cheating, you didn't get it right.
Ah, so we've got so Rilgon was using what I call the Oko strats there, where you go push that block and never step on the spikes.
Yeah, I don't do that. It's just. It feels faster the other way, even though I know it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going up through this big key door. So that's one of the few doors in this game that I know how to key dash through. Because when you get a room like that, there's that one, and then there's the one like in Thieves Town that guards the big chest. All you have to do is let go of the controller when you go in the room and push the dash button, and you'll get there. It has to do with the distance you are from the door in pixels. It has to be like a multiple of 4,
Yep,
I think.
exactly. Oh, and putting that bucknet to use. Really good.
Yep, that's what they're for. Looks like, I believe both of our runners made use of the fairy room there. It's very nice to know about, and especially if you need it.
just going through the gauntlet, which is pretty tedious if you have to do it a lot, because it's just the same every time.
Yeah, there are times when I'm feeling particularly paranoid and I just bombos my way all the way through it.
Oh yeah, that's like a strat I used at the very beginning.
Yeah, if I'm having a bad day, that's what I'll use. But I won't do that if I don't have half magic like Rilgon here does. Because you need that magic for the next room coming up here.
You actually don't, because you can get just enough magic in the room afterwards for the wrist ropes. Because that's what the NMG people do, because they...
Right. And then the there's a little bit of magic for the lamp room as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. In the lamp room, there's enough magic too.
And then the next room has a full magic refill, so...
Hello, Herfy. Nice to see you.
I'll say hello to all of the rest of you, even though no one's saying hello to me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh no!
Ah!
Take the falls.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, we took care of those whiz robes, and then
Oh, yeah.
there's a song chanting my name. Sweet. I'll take it. Ba boop ba ba doo ba.
That's unfair.
You could also do ba 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 baran.
Yes.
There were 3 Hanson brothers, yes. Why do I know this? Oh, you have no idea. Okay. So back to the Zelda.
Yep.
So I believe this sprite is Decidui from Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't actually know which Pokemon it is.
I've just seen that in chat a couple times. It's past...
Yeah, I've seen the bunny sprite. Because it's a Pokeball, so I was guessing it was from Pokemon, but I don't know the Pokemon itself.
It's a little bit past my Pokemon generations. I've basically only played 1 and 2.
Yeah, I've played everything up to 4.
It's not entirely true. I also played 5. But that...
Okay, I played 5 in parentheses. I didn't really play that much, so... Same for 6.
Okay, fairy time. We're still alive.
Yep. And he's still
Get
can
more
get some
fairy.
fairy soon. Yes!
Yay!
No!
No, we didn't capture them. Oh well.
At least he gets the red potion.
Yep. Alright, so he's getting the hookshot ready. There's one spin, and now he's going to the hammer.
Same as Kova did as well. Nice.
Ganon's goo. No thank you. Getting them bombs. Validation time. I mean, at this point, if I've already lost the race, I'm gonna open the chest for the chat's benefit.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you might get burned.
No, Kova Half Magic was in the digging game, and this guy, Rilgon just never did the digging game.
Yeah. So it was pretty weird on that part. First hit. Only 5 more to go.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oof. Yeah. You gotta keep into account that the angle is gonna mess you up sometimes.
Yep.
Oh, there's a double.
That's why you should just try to hit. If you're not comfortable with the fight, just try to hit straight. Pulse.
Right. And there's 5. This ought to do it.
Yep.
Indeed. So it's Alec Baldwin's digging game, apparently. So is it A, B, D, always B digging?
What? Wow, what? Oh no.
Sorry, I was making a weird Alec Baldwin reference.
Yeah, I'm getting shamed in chat.
Ooh. Alright. So, Master Sword Ganon fight for Rilgon. He does know that you've got to spin slash this guy.
Hey, got a trident spin.
Nice.
Like, it's pretty straightforward once you have the timing down, but it just seems so hard the first time you see it.
Was that you basically bounce off the trident and get a second hit? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that is the worry with Master Sword Ganon, because you get such a recoil off of the spin. You have to make sure that you don't fall off.
Unfortunately, Rilgon isn't going into the wall or next to the wall to get multiple spins. Since yes, he does. Okay, never mind. I didn't say anything.
Right.
Cast a curse. Or reverse cast a curse or something like that.
Caster benediction? Blessing? There we go. Blessing, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, this second phase is just so grueling with Master Sword. Because you can just get so few hits in.
I don't think he did blue. I think he redded.
No, he did both.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Oh, wow.
Oh no, that's like the perfect spot. If you go like right into the edge, you can get like 3 or 4 spins in, I think.
Yeah. Because he doesn't actually the trident there doesn't actually have a hitbox, right?
No, the trident doesn't. Like once he's in the second phase, it doesn't have. And an unfortunate death right there.
Alright, so he's
I
probably
think he might do Aghanim for that tempered sword.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Or not. I died. I lied.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go get restock on potions, I would say.
Yeah. But he doesn't have that much money.
Yeah, he's got enough for a blue and a green, or he's just gonna get 2 reds.
Just 2 reds. I mean, if he's not gonna use the magic, why get the blue ones?
Right. At this point, what I might do if I were him is save and quit, just to have it saved in this state in case you fail again. That way you don't have to spend the rubies.
Yeah. That's what I would do too. Or just reset after you die.
There is that. The hearts.
What? What's happening? Oh, he's getting the ferry
ferry?
from the... Okay.
Alright. Looks like we're going in for round 2. Yeah, so I think if he fails this time, he probably will go get the tempered sword.
Yeah, most likely.
So there's 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, just 7. 8, 9.
That you will find no disagreement here, Kova. Magic Sword Ganon does in fact suck.
Yes, indeed.
No, we have no idea where the 4th sword upgrade is. Ooh. Well, gonna use that fairy.
Yep. No.
Whew. And should be coming up on the end of this phase pretty soon. Oh dear. Better switch quick. Oh! Kane O'Brien takes a little longer to activate
Oh no.
than you think it does.
Oh. 90 forfeits.
Oh, we have a forfeit from Rilgon, sadly.
Yeah. But still, sticking out for it for 2 tries. Still good. It's good.
Absolutely.
Alright. And I think that might wrap that up.
Yep, pretty much. I don't know if he wants to get in here and talk about it for a second, but we'll see. But in case he doesn't, can wrap things up here. So this has been the Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament, secondary tournament. This is Randomizer Mania. The Randomizer Mania network contains 4 illustrious channels at the moment. We're going to have tons of randomizer action for you all the time. I want to thank Zelnus for the restream here. It was very, very good restream. And Zertanol on tracking. Very good.
I want to thank Dr. Bobtastic for commentating, and make sure to follow the runners and follow the Randomizer Mania streams if you want to keep updated on the randomizer races going on.
Oh, so does Rilgon want in on this?
Oh,
Looks like.
okay. It's good. Get him over here.
Hello, Rilgon. How you doing? Not getting any audio from you.
Alright, I had my mic muted. Sorry about that.
There we go.
It's okay.
Spent all this time practicing Silverless. I should have been practicing Master Sword Ganon, apparently.
Yeah, about that Master Sword Ganon.
Yep.
Did the third sword get found anywhere? Because I knew the fourth one was in Lumberjack Cave, and I wasn't going to do Aghanim just to have tempered.
No,
Yeah,
it
nobody
didn't get
found it.
fined.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I was doing well, and then just Turtle Rock and Ganon just did Turtle Rock and Ganon things, apparently.
Like they do. Like they do.
And of course, I spent forever looking for the lamp, because I do not do dark rooms yet. I need to learn those, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. You saw that cane in the Spectacle Rock. Why didn't you take it when you were there?
I have
First time?
no idea. Legitimately no idea. Like, my brain was on some sort of autopilot, and I even, like, ticked it off in, like, my brain, but not on my tracker. And I was like, yeah, I have Kane. It's right there.
Oh.
Just one of those sorts of brain is on autopilot.
A little bit of cognitive dissonance, a bit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that just... At least you remembered, like, where it was, right?
Yeah,
After
no.
trying T-Rock.
I got to Turtle Rock, and I go to my menu to pick the cane, and I'm like, oh, right. I saw it, but didn't actually grab it. Yeah. And the scene itself, though, was pretty good. It was one of the sorts of, like, very obvious breadcrumb sort of seeds, and I tried to do my best to follow them. So,
Yeah,
obvious.
it was pretty kind to you guys, except for the sword situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea where that fourth one was, and like I said, I was not going to do all of Aga 1 just for a sword.
Just for trolling purposes, I'm gonna say it's on Vitreous.
That wouldn't even surprise me.
I mean, it could still be in the random room and anywhere.
Yeah,
behind
that's
that.
true. I basically bailed as soon as I got the big key, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, Master Sword Ganon is pretty brutal.
Yeah, another thing to add to my list of things I need to get good at.
Yep. It's just... It happens. Like,
Yeah.
if it happens once to you, you're just gonna hate it forever until you get good at it.
It's crazy, because like in the qualifier race, most of us had to do Master Sword Ganon, and it was fine then, but today it's just like, nope, I'm just going to troll.
Yep.
That, and I didn't have nearly as many rupees going into that as I did in the qualifier race, so it's like, well, I have no money to get any resources, I might as well just forfeit at this point.
Yeah. I was saying that when that happened, I was like, I might save and quit after buying these potions. That way I can reset the console and keep them.
You know, I wouldn't even have thought about that. Like, that would not have ever occurred to my brain, so I will put that one in the book, too.
Yeah, the only downside there is you lose all the hearts you get from talking to the guy.
Right.
All right. So that it was a good show on your part there.
Yeah, I'll make sure that next week is not nearly that terrible.
Yep, and thanks for
Just keep practicing.
Yep.
giving it a shot there on Master Sword Ganon.
Yep, and thanks for streaming, thanks for commentating. Hopefully, thanks for not making too much of an ass of myself.
Eh.
You're right.
Alright, we all have a good one.
All right.
Thank you. GG.
GG's.
So yeah, and thanks again to Vascos for co-commentating with me. I didn't put that in my latest string of thank yous, so I'll throw that one out there.
Yeah, it was great commentating with you.
All
It
right.
was a nice race.
It was a pretty good race. All right, so our next race is coming up. We've got one coming up on Randomizer Mania 3 at 5 o'clock in this tournament, and one coming up at 6 o'clock. I'll be commentating that one.
Yep.
So just
And-
throwing that one out there if you want my dulcet tones to be in your ears again.
And thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.
Yep. Oh dear.